Welcome back, everyone, to Back Hero, and of course to Haversack Hill, Purse, Satchel, Tote, and Crate. Alright, we have one lost character to find, and maybe we will find her this time since we can go down to the very deepest part of the map. So for this, we're going to be taking out Purse, and I think we're going to go with Ninja Purse. Let's go adventuring. Now, what is the run that we're going to do? We need to get down to the 3rd level no matter what, so we can go Crusader 2. Fishy Business, I think it ends after only Area 2. Ghostly, I think, is available. We could do Red Cotton. Got Red Flame, Red Root. All of these only Area 2s. They're all only Area 2s, so we could go with Crusade. Don't start with standard items. Start with the Blessed Sword, a Blessed Potion, and a Knight Shield. The run ends after Area 3. But we will unlock the Blessed Pig. But since, honestly, the main thing I want to do is find Pochette, we're going to go with the standard run. I think it's probably the safest bet. Still don't fully understand the mechanics around this. Right, let's go with a rare item. Let's see what we get. True strength comes from your backpack, he says. Don't forget. Thank you very much, Matthew. What did we get? We got a golden star. On kill, creates shurikens in each empty space in this row, and that's actually not bad. However, initially it's going to be a bit of a tight squeeze, and I can't bring my meal with me. Oh, well. Right, we're going to go through the Bramble. We're going to go all the way through this. The Bramble, Enchanted Swamp, and then the Frozen Core. Let's not take on the elite fight just yet. Let's just get in here, do a little bit of damage here and there, hither and indeed yon. Do we want to go triple buckler? I mean, I could weather the storm, sure, and then I think you're going to change over what you're doing next turn. Yeah, so this one shield will be enough here. Let's just hit you twice. You're going to hit me with a little bit of sticky honey, which I can just drop there without any particular problem. Finish you off in this turn, and we are still taking no damage whatsoever, which I'm very, very pleased about. Right, let's continue working through. Unfortunately, problem there is we're not doing enough damage here to get through. I think, realistically, the only way for us to make progress is to just take a bit of damage here and there. Yeah, because to get... Yeah, we don't do enough damage to get through all of your armor. So, unfortunately, just going to have to tank a bit of damage, but on the next round through, we'll be able to finish you off. 2 blocks. There we go. And then whomp, whomp. There we are. And we get a nice little level up. As always, going for the main star today. Oh, damn it. I think I had one more to use there. Did I? Might not have, actually. May have to look at that in editing later. Now, what do we want to take with us? The vacant mana stone. If connected to a mana stone, item is disabled. No. We'll bring along the fish, certainly. We could bring along the crossbow and the short arrow. Might not be a terrible idea, actually. Is it a better place to put this? No, I think that's about as good as it could be. Hard Hat would give us 1 block each turn, but realistically we don't need it. The catapults for each adjacent or diagonal hazard, plus 3 damage on you, deals 0 damage to all enemies, destroys all adjacent or diagonal hazards. I mean, the catapult is kind of amazing if you've got something that can consistently give you a hazard. We really haven't played around with any of those runs yet, except for a little bit with Crate. Hello, let's pray for you. A single flower upon his chest. Kneel to pray for me. He opens a single eye. Nobody has ever done anything nice for me before. We'll take the Ring of Rage. Actually, not a bad ring. Also, something I should have used in a very specific way last time, but didn't. Right, I would like to get some regen on myself. Now, this does 1 damage, but there's really no use in using that one for now. So let's instead just armor up a bit. Do I want to go for you first? I kind of do, actually, yeah. So we're just going to fully armor up this turn. These first few turns are going to be a bit slow because we don't really have the best equipment for dealing with what's coming our way. 1 and then 2. Unfortunately, I'm going to tank 7 damage here. But that should be okay because on this turn we get to remove you from the running. There we are. A little bit of extra protection, but we're still going to take 2 damage, but we'll regen through that without any real problems. Okay, well, we can't do anything here. I'll just shoot you with the crossbow just to use the bloody thing. Ooh. Now, losing this wouldn't be bad. But I'd have to take 9 damage for it. The passive block would be lovely. Yeah, we're going to risk it. Do I want to keep anything here? Honestly, that rare item isn't even that good. That's the tragic part about this. Is this rare item is going to do nothing for me ultimately. I guess I'll keep the crossbow for now. We'll just see how that goes. Finished. We're going to take a bit of damage here. Womp. There we are. But now we're generating passive block, and this weapon does a little bit more damage. So at this point, we can actually break through your defense, even when deflecting your incoming damage. Not bad. There we go. That's actually already starting to pay for itself. I think we made the right choice there. We will completely defend, though. And then we will be able to just take you out with this. Okay. And got another level up. Right, let's go for... Sure, we'll have the spaces down along here. That should be fine. Oh, really? Another one? Wow, okay. That's kind of impressive. Not gonna lie. I would rather this there, though. If I could make this happen. Pop you in there. Now, questions. Luck is always worth grabbing. Is there a version of events where I can have the shield and this active at the same time? Not sure I can find such an eventuality. Sadly. I could... Oh, there's no real way of me doing this. Unless I were to do that. This would get quite a buff. These would buff each other. Boots are doing a good job. But do we want to go with two breastplates? That only gives us 4, 8. Actually, it's not too bad. 14 block a turn. And then I can use everything else on the shield. Might not be the worst way of doing it. But really, I would like to have this instead. We do need this for a couple of things, but I don't think I care at this point to keep that. We'll keep the shield instead. I mean, I guess I could then pop this over there and just keep that along for now. Having the double breastplate, I mean, it's a funny build, but not really what we want to go for. Having this, though, is there any reason for me to keep this other than the research? I mean, this would unlock a new challenge for Purse, so maybe. We'll see what happens, but I'm probably going to drop it at the first opportunity. Right, there we go. Good enough for me now. Let's see. What do we want? We want the fight, of course. Who are we fighting? We are going to be fighting a soldier from the Bird Empire. Right, let's go for you. Don't need to block here. Just want to deal damage. I could finish you off with this, but there's no point. But there's also almost no point in me keeping it either. Yeah, you know what, I'm just going to use it to get rid of you. Right, we've got a throwing star. 7 damage. I mean, it's not terrible. You're going to try and run now anyway, so won't get any experience with that, but that's fine. The Broom Spear deals 8 damage on alternate use, destroys all adjacent hazards. When this destroys an item, +1 damage this turn. Oh, really? The 2 items I would need to get. Are we going to go without a lucky ring just so I can get the wooden dagger? Yes, we are. We've got to get through 2 whole floors in order to make that work, though. It's going to be a pain. All right, let's go and deal with the elite fight. We'll grab the health along the way. Right now, we're just looking for extra experience so that we can expand out a little bit. Right, I need to take care of you early. I also need to defend a lot against the incoming damage. There we go. That will do quite nicely. We'll still take 2 damage, but it's okay. Yep. Now, I could finish you off. 1, 2... Wow, you're going to get a solid heal here. I should have gone for the sword, because I was using much more energy per turn. I hadn't read that, unfortunately. My bad on that one. We could 1 and then just dump everything into blocking for this turn. Right, I would like to start stacking attacks over there, since we're going to be fine here. Just want to keep your damage output low. Even lower. And then just hit you with one of the basic weapons. The wooden blade is a solid one. I'll finish you off. I should have actually used that one on you, to be fair. That was a bit silly of me. But with enemies that have multiple attacks, it is always worth going for the weaken, because usually multiple attacks don't actually stack that high. It's just that they're going to hit you twice for 4. It's still 8 at the end of the day. But if you can get even a moderate amount of weak on them, you can completely neuter them, really, in terms of their ability to deal damage. Actually, let's pop this one over here. There we go. Done and done. Now we're going to move that one down. Right, what are we going to take? We can take the right glove, get a little bit more block going on over here. Wouldn't mind that. Could get a better shield as well in exchange, and I'm quite fond of that idea too. Sure, we'll pop that up there. And finally, we can get the Spade Cleaver. +1 damages combat. I see no reason not to go for that. For each hazard in this row, adjacent weapons get +1 damage. Might not be a bad one to pop in here. That way, if I pop anything, any kind of hazards along here, and I can afford to have 1 there and 2 on this side without disabling the items in particular, then all of these weapons will get a bit of a buff. We'll try and see if I can't play around with hazards a bit. There is part of me that wants to grab the cleaver though. Could we maybe make this the cleaver build? There is a tiny, tiny chance. I'm going to tuck this to the side because I'm going to be getting rid of that as soon as I can. I'll still look out for an opportunity to make a hazard build as well, but I'm always going to try for the cleaver build if I can. The teddy bear sword for each adjacent accessory. Do I actually have any here? I don't believe I do. So we're going to take you. I may as well take you as well. We'll sell you in the next floor. Alright, let's get on down the stairs and see what the Bramble Part 2 of 3 has to offer. We have got a shop over there. Let's have a look in here. Oh, we've got the capybara. See a wall up ahead and think you need to turn back. Then you realize it's not a wall, it's a huge rodent, a capybara. Hello, friend, he says. I'm looking for items of this type. Magic. I don't have any. Sadly. I was fairly certain I didn't, but I couldn't remember if the accessory here counted as magic or not. Right, want to see what I have today? I do, in fact. First and foremost, I want to get rid of this because I don't intend to use it in any way, shape, or capacity. The Vorpal Blade. It goes snicker-snack, and how can you resist something that goes snicker-snack? Weapons 2 spaces away, you get +4 damage. Also a nice blade, nice item. That's going to take us... It's on sale, actually. Ooh. How very fortuitous. Shockingly fortuitous, actually. I need a level. Or I need to sacrifice the fish there. We'll be back for this Vorpal Blade, though. I need a fight. And a reason to use the fish. Okay, there we go. Right, want to take you out, so we've got... Oh, can't. How wretched. And I didn't have that right next to it. All of the mistakes. All of the time. Alright, well, let's just start working through them. There we go. That's one enemy down. Need to deal with you next turn. Can I do it, though? No. There's no way I can. So, might as well just focus on you then instead. Sadly, we don't get the luck. And we don't even get a long enough fight to get the most out of that regen. Ultra sad. We've got... Oh. What do I sacrifice instead of that? Because holding on to these things makes too much sense. Let's pop you there. And that is just so beautiful. Such an early find as well. Right, well, for each hazard below. And we're likely to put the hazard straight below. Okay, we're going to need the level up then in order to get the Vorpal sword. That's fine. We can make that happen. Right, finish choosing. Done and done. I would love this to be near Hugh, though, if I could make that happen. And I can. Will it affect it? No. Damn. Maybe instead then, let's do... There isn't an easy way to make this work. Too many odds and sods around the place. Ah, there we go. That'll work. There we go. These two have now got their buffs from the breastplate. And they're the main ones I'm going to use, and the whetstone is just going to keep getting stronger. And that one can also scale from just being used. Alright, that's not too bad. We've got experience or a treasure chest. We're all obviously going to go for the experience there. Yoink. Let's see what is on offer at the anvil. Conductive to armor, energy to clothing, regen to a ring. Wow, you've got some really nice ones here. Obviously want energy if we can get it for a purse run. 40 gold would be great. Regen on a ring would be amazing if we could get 2 of them. I would take that over the energy on clothing, frankly. 2 regen, scaling, healing. If you had the ability to get scaling rage, even better. Do we even have any good weapons for that? None, but the Vorpal Blade has 4, and it hits twice. Oh, that could be so powerful. That could be shockingly powerful. No, wait, no, it doesn't do that. It's weapon... Sorry, its elemental attacks are on hit, whereas status effects are on use. So it wouldn't matter even on that, sadly. Right, we're going to use this once. There we go. This is now doing 13 damage, and this is doing 8 damage. Whomp, and whomp. There we go, and this is now doing 9 damage. Very nice, and turn. Not a bad little roll there, and once again, this is now doing 16 damage, gets through the block. This one is doing 12, but, you know, it's better than this. Honestly, if I get the Vorpal Blade, I'm probably not going to be using the club anymore. And keeping the Spade Cleaver is going to be diluting what we're doing. However, really tempted to. Shiv is wonderful. We don't... Well, honestly, this is just here because. So I can pop the Shiv up there instead. It would be nicer if I could have it somewhere in relation to that, but we can't. Right, we've got another fight. Thank heavens. That means we're going to get our level. Alright, I want to take you out as quickly as we can. Whomp. Having this next to Shivs makes them so brokenly powerful. 1. Do I then want to pop up a shield? Yeah, let's do that. And we're not going to bother using the Shiv on you. But yeah, we desperately need the Shiv to be the recipient of the Whetstone's bonus. Absolutely need that. There we go. I'm going to hit you once just to transfer the weak. Actually, may as well take you out. Alright, that's fine. Now we don't need to do anything else. And you're too weak to really be a problem for me. Let's apply another stack of weak. And then just fold you in there. I should have actually used the Whetstone again, thinking about it. But no need at this point. Womp. And there we get our level up. Marvellous. Right, so at this point, I want to try and make room for having all of the items that I want to be buffed to be able to touch the breastplate as well. I can't see a way of making that happen, sadly. But what I can see is reserving these two spaces. The spade and the dagger go over there, and then the vorpal blade runs along the top. So the vorpal blade and this get the requisite connections to the breastplate. Later on, once we've removed these two items, because again, I'm just carrying them around with me at this point, then that will actually help out a little bit. It's not the optimal upgrade that I could do, but for now, it's fine. Have we got anything here I could sell? A cleansing rag. Ah, that's too useful. That's way too valuable for me to just sell. I'll bring this along to sell it, I guess. Actually, single items would be better in that case. Okay. Now, we've got an elite fight. Not really looking for that. I smell treasure nearby. Well, I smell a vorpal blade nearby, so that's what I'm going to go and grab. Right, first things first then. Do I want to keep it in favour of the key? Instead of the key, rather. I kind of think I do. Yes, and I can use these in a pinch to get rid of poison. So one to you, one to you. You won't take any more items, that's fine. Vorpal blade to me. Womp. But yes, if I put the cleansing rag up here or there, it should be next to the shiv no matter what, because the shiv I can use no matter what. So eventually we'll move that over there. But this is going to be absolutely marvellous. Now, we've got 35 still, so I could put Rage on the Vorpal Blade. I could put Rage on the Shiv. The Shiv would be the better option for that, simply because the Shiv is going to be used more frequently. That being said, let's go and get into a fight or two, see how much gold we can make. Well, hello. Okay, you're not going to be too much of a problem for me. I can open up with just a... Yeah, let's go for a week. There we go. You're now well within my range. In fact, I could... Well, let's go for both of these. So, open up with the Vorpal Blade. Womp womp. One down. Now for you, just do a little bit of damage. You're going to steal some coins, but I'll be able to take them back off you. Now, womp. Hit you once. And then Vorpal Blade. Beautiful. No problem. Upgrade again. Honestly, this is a ridiculous combo. The Vorpal Blade is going to get so powerful at this point. Got another cleaver. Not that useful. You only really want one spade cleaver, I would say. That being said, you could stack them into a group of cleavers eventually. And have one cleaver activating both spade cleavers. Not a bad choice. We've got a legendary wizard's cap. If only I'd gone into this fight first to get some things. Each turn removes one energy but adds 4 mana to the connected mana network. The problem is I can't disable that. Arguably, this is the best item to take for money. But because I can't turn it off, I'm going to be playing with one less energy until I get rid of it. Which could be a while. It could be a couple of fights away. And I can't sell it straight away, which is a crying shame. This is also quite nice for stacking block. Check if this creates a totem... No, it's always above. So what you would want, you'd want one totem to create spare totems, and then a column above its the spare totem that you've made at the end of every battle to just fill it up, and then you use one at some point, and it just destroys the whole column to give you a massive amount of block. Do we want to go into the next battle without block? I guess we could. And this does give me the option to bring the wizard cap as well. 2 items that I can sell for a decent amount. It's not the best deal. I'm going to bring the cleaver instead for the potential of setting up a cleaver build. We'll see what we can do, but that honestly was a nasty choice to thrust upon me. Let's have a look at you. Okay, a fairly bog standard fight, this one. Really no reason to go for the... Oh, okay, you know what? We will go for the weak. I was going to say there's no reason to go for the weak here, but there was, because it was just 1 point above my base block. At this point, however, no reason to do anything but that. There we go. We've got a basic cleaver, got a luck ring as well. We've also got the ambidextrous glove for each column to the left, plus 0.5 each turn. I would like it, because if I just got a single tile here, then I could have these gloves pointing in that. Oh, weapons to the rat get +1. I hadn't seen that before. That's +2 damage there. But it says all weapons to the right. I want to check something. No, it's only in a straight line. That's a shame. If it had been otherwise, then that would have been useful for us, but no. What if we don't take the cleavers? We'll never have the cleaver build, so in the interest of the possibility of maybe getting it, I'm going to keep these cleavers instead of the shiv. I know, getting rid of a shiv, a 0-cost item when I've got a whetstone, is almost illegal. But I feel the Vorpal Blade is strong enough that I don't need to rely on that particular build as much, and I really would like to try and make a cleaver build. And the problem with this sort of game is that this is a game where you don't set out with the idea of a build and then you're going to get it. You have to build for what you get. And I've been given enough cleavers now that it makes it more likely that I can do something. Because if I got a queen cleaver, there'd be no point in me keeping it unless I had other cleavers to work off it, because it's a high cost item to use. But having these two already makes me that much more likely to say, actually, we can do that. And the luck ring just is great, and I love it, and I'm not going to hear anything said against it. Okay, so we can get a little bit of health, we can get a little bit of gold. Let's see what this is. Would we care for a trade? Get a different item of the same rarity? No. We're not going to go for the treasure there, but what I will do is have a quick peek at what's in this treasure chest. Oh, it's a cursed treasure chest, never mind. And this one was the capybara. Do I have anything magical? Oh, I could have given you the hat. Well, that being said, giving you a legendary hat is still not great, even in itself. Right. I don't have the means. That can only be upgraded once. I mean, having one regen at all times is nice, but... Ultimately, when I can only pick one thing, it's going to be the energy here. There we go. That's going to give us enough energy to use this, use both of these, or use this twice and use both of these. That's going to be a big, big thing for us. Alright, onwards to the boss fight, and then we can clear out 5 spaces in our inventory. And that's going to be so very, very much appreciated. Alright then, Mulatto, let's have a look. You're going to do some poison, but we've got this to help with that. Once, twice, and pow. There we go. This is going to scale their damage so crazy fast. Keep your damage output down. Yeah, we're not going to have to worry about it. We're going to get through this quite easily. And there we go. Boss fight over. Now, what are we taking with us? When combat ends, select a common... Really? When I've already gone rid of my shiv. You scoundrel. I mean, these two together would be bonkers good. Because you could have this duplicating shivs and then this on top of the shivs. However, that's not what we've got. I could shave off 3 block each turn, but I don't have anything else to take that spot. I guess we get rid of the totem here. A common item. I mean, my cleavers are common items, so you know, that works. I could also duplicate my bronze breastplate. I wonder if it would duplicate it with... Ooh, that's a good question. Would it duplicate this with the boon that I've already got on it? Don't know, but kind of want to find out. Alright, let's first go over here. I would like you to give me more max health. Thank you very kindly. And then let's head on over to Parcel. Hello, buddy. You can take these for me. Thank you ever so much. And now we go and find out what was in here. We had a wild buckler. Can be used 1 time each turn. On use, 18 block. Absolutely marvellous. Can I shimmy these around in any meaningful way? No, I still think this is probably the best setup we've got. There we go. I would love it. Is there a version of events where this makes sense for me? I mean, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to be using those right now. Whereas having... Ooh, yeah, you know what? That's better. That's way better. I'm only really using these two until I get a the possibility of a proper build for my cleavers. This works. That works much better. I would like the food at the top. Don't ask why. Very particular about such things. Right, let's head on down to the Enchanted Swamp and see what there is to see. I'm much happier with the Vorpal Blade now. But it is going to be on use, I'm sure. Let me have a quick look. Yep, when an adjacent weapon is used. That's fine. Alright. We've got some experience straight away, and that was going to run out pretty quickly, so that makes all the sense in the world to go for that first. Right, okay, well, let's have a quick gander at what we can do. We've got a lot of energy I can use. And so, to end this fight ridiculously fast, what I can do, gobble that down straight away. 1, 2, 3, 4. At this point... 5, 6. This can take each one of these out by itself. So I'll just remove... Oh no, it leaves 1! Ah, I miscounted. My bad. Alright, well let's just bump the 18 block. Really? How did I miss that? Oh, of course. I'm such a dumb. Alright, okay, let's grab you. It feels silly to get rid of that now. But you can now take them out. We'll take you out. No need to deal with the spikes. And then we'll take you down as well. I don't even need to use the whetstone at this point. Select a common item to replicate. I mean, why not? Womp. Tuck you there. We've got the Wizard's Robe. Each turn adds 2 block and adds 2 mana to the connected mana network. Oh, our favourite, the blessed, the wondrous, the bountiful. Also, that is a better setup there because they're now being used properly. It only just occurred to me. But would I not prefer? Okay, I think what we had before may be the better option. If I would like to have this in there as well. It would give us mana, which isn't exactly what we're looking for. It isn't the worst thing either. That being said, I could just perhaps do something like that. That works for me. We can have all of these down the bottom there. Like so. That actually works out okay. And then it could add rose thorns in so we can stack spikes even faster. Might be worth it, but the max health is not a bad call, especially if we consider having these 2 rings always with us. I'd rather 2 luck rings ultimately and then just upgrade both luck rings, but it is what it is. There we go. That should be alright. I think that's a decent choice. Having the shirt would have been absolutely amazing, but alas. Right, let's get down to that gold. Hello. You're easy to deal with. I just need to do some damage to you. So, 1, 2. Let's just wallop you with the Vorpal Blade. And then wallop you with this. There we go. And we're fine. I do want to take you out as quickly as I can. 1. We're just going to use spikes this turn. I can remove you entirely. You're not going to leave this turn. I'm going to take you out, but it's close enough. I'm only going to have to go through the spikes once. Right, do need you to be gone. Yep. And is there anything I want to copy? I had to check, okay? There was a possibility. Right, level up time. Now then. Ultimately, I'm giving up the bonus that they were getting, which is a bit of a pain. I could add in the spaces over here to get some more weapons on that side. Something like that. Right, what have we got? Shortcut map. I could sell it, if nothing else. We've got the Bee Sting Blade. Can be used 1 time each turn. On use, deals 10 damage. When an item in this column is used, this item is refreshed and can be used again. Low cost, 10 damage. Doesn't have any upgrades potential, though. Less than great. Let's tuck the roses down here. Don't really need that. Put the shield there. We'll bring that along to sell, and I guess we'll have the fish for healing. That should do okay. Let's go grab this. Yoink. Now, who are we fighting? We're going to be fighting, of course, the magic toad. Do I have enough room in my backpack to do anything? Not really. How much money do I need? 3 gold damage to a weapon. 3 slow to a weapon, 2 block to armor, 1 energy to clothing again. I don't have any other clothing, sadly. That would be amazing. 3 slow to a weapon, though. Popping that onto the Vorpal Blade. That would reduce potential block. Or I could put it on the club. Because I'm going to be using it for the week anyway. Sure. Let's do that. There you go. 3 slow, 3 block. That's actually quite a nice status chain. Well, howdy, traveller. Well, howdy, she says as you approach. Her nose wiggles and she shakes her gigantic tail. I've been doing some fishing. Care to buy one? No. Thank you, though. You say no. The smell is starting to get to be a bit much. If you want to fish, let me know. I will. Alright, let's have a look at what you have. You've got the vampiric axe. You see, that would be fine right now. Also got the dagger. We've got the machete. Got the feather cap. For each row below, plus 2 block. I mean, this only has to be in a top row, so this one could exist over there. I could shimmy that down, shimmy that up, get both of these would give me more block as a consequence. But the vampiric axe over here would be grand, especially because the vampiric axe would remove one of its own poisons. How glorious, eh? And at that point, I would probably... Well, actually, no, I'd probably swap these around so the vampiric axe was getting more powerful because it is vampiric. Also got the dowsing rods. More energy would be very much appreciated, though. We'll see. But now I'm going to swap their places. We're not going to be picking up that cap, though. But if I want to grab that, then I need to see how much money we can get. I don't think we're going to get enough. I don't think there's a version of events here that gets us enough, unfortunately. Alright, going to use that straight away just to get it out of my inventory. Alright, I'm fine for now. I would just like to apply this so you're getting less block on both. Almost take you out. Alright, when your turn ends, -1 to energy cost. I'll just tuck it up there where it's not going to do me any harm. We're going to do a little bit of poison, but that's fine. I can comfortably break through your block right now, take you out. There we are. We'll get a little bit of poison. No biggie here. 2. And you're gone. Sure, we'll copy this, get an extra thorn. Anything here we really want? Don't think so. So it's more or less what would be the most saleable item. And none of them are any different. I guess I'll bring this. There we go. Alright, we are only down to 35. So, nothing here really is going to get me any value. I'll sell that, I'll sell this. I'll sell anything else now. Alright, we've got 41. I could get the energy. Or I could get the vampiric axe, which would give me healing. At that point, I'm more or less guaranteeing I'm not keeping the cleavers. It's going to be very hard for a cleaver build now to compete with this. I use that once a turn, and I don't use this unless I need to heal. So I might use this twice and then just wallop with these, but occasionally I might use the vampiric axe for a little bit of extra healing. Alright, still works. Nothing else for us to do there. We want to go over... Well, actually, do I have room in my inventory for anything else? Not a curse, no. Alright, so we've got 12. Sorry, 20, I mean. Could I add extra damage to the vampiric axe? Vampiric axe can actually take quite a few things. 3 extra damage, sorry, to it. I was looking at the 12 gold. I don't think that's as useful, ultimately. Maybe some extra block. Oh, that can't take anything, unfortunately. Put a little bit of extra block on the gloves. But that's really it. I think we actually skip this one and just keep the money. Might find the smith on this level is much better for us. Let's see what this event is. A drop of red, a drop of green. No, don't need any potions. Thank you, though. Right, we want to take out the honey badger as quickly as we can. We actually want to take care of you as quickly as we can as well. Right, so use this twice. We will wallop the honey badger and then take the honey badger out. Next up, we will go for you, I think. A little bit sticky, won't be a problem. Once, twice. We will go, yeah, sure, hit you. And at this point, I actually want to use the vampiric axe to heal a bit, but I will take damage on the next turn if I do that. You know what, that's fine though, because I can finish off with healing. Wow, why is that anchored? Oh, and you killed yourself. Well, I guess. Oh, it was sticky honey. I completely missed that. Large heart ring. Yoink. There we go. Perfect. Got an uncommon honeysuckle here. Sapphire. Not really what we need. But I guess I could take it. Just pop it up there. Finish choosing. Right, let's have a look. What do you offer? Poison to a weapon, 3 slow to an enemy, 2 spikes to a shield, energy to clothing. Oh, energy to clothing again? Damn, it's too tempting. However, we're going to go with poison on this. Now, that should add poison twice. Yes, it does. Alright. We might actually come back and put a lot of poison on that. We'll see, though. There may be other options for us. Let's go and deal with this enemy over here. Right, we want that great luck this time. So, please deliver it unto me. Do we want to use this? Might be worthwhile, actually. Yeah. Let's get a proper shield going. Nicely, you attack multiple times, so our spikes are going to do multiple instances of that damage. And sure, let's take you out so that I don't actually have to deal with it taking any additional damage. Go. Straight into your shell. Really won't matter. Yeah. We'll just go ahead and copy this. I know I don't have to always take it. I just don't see a reason not to. On use, that's full block, don't need that. The balloon structure. This item floats for each adjacent structure plus 1. Could have 2 balloons up here instead of 2 cleavers. We are then absolutely committed to not having it. Lord, the whetstones we're getting, though. I mean, having this gain healing, I'm not sure if the healing would apply on hit, but it might. And so it's probably worth us doing, realistically. I could take 2 items, I could get rid of the cleaver, I could have these 2 and they would work off each other. And if we found haste, we would have stacking haste. And it's easier to work with floating. Yeah, we're going to say goodbye to that. It's a lot easier to work with floating structures than heavy structures, in my opinion. Though ultimately, they basically do the same thing. It's just the opposite side of your backpack. But I, for some reason, find it much easier to work with floating. Might just be a me thing there. Right, got a couple of nice rings there. I don't think that's going to be a problem. It'll give us more lucky returns from the fights, that is. Let's go grab this gold. We'll see what we can do. Right, you've got the goo, and I don't really want to deal with that. Let's use this twice. See, the thing is ultimately, with this, I might be better off. Like, if this affects the Vorpal Blade the way I'm hoping it does, we may honestly want to just have that and maybe keep the Vampiric Axe and the Vorpal Blade. I know I've invested a little bit in the club, but it wouldn't be the worst choice. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Either way, though, you're going to give a big mass heal, a big mass shield, which is not really what I'm looking for right now. So let's just do as much damage as we can. Let's pop one there, pop one there. They are going to spread, so actually I'm going to put them down here, and then I'll pop them on the next turn. One, and then I'm just going to use this. Does it give me 2 healing? No, only 1. Okay, well that's fine. Still useful, but let's just get rid of you. And we'll do a little bit of damage there. I'll place it there. Above the heart rate. Sure, we'll just get that a little bit more healy. And you're going to leg it. Should have taken you out first. My bad. Alright, we'll go ahead and copy something. I don't... Fine, we'll copy the rings. Not what I'm going to use, but... right, we're saying goodbye to you. In exchange for a hat, we've now got a lot more block. But yeah, I think we could probably do away with the vampiric axe then. In exchange for this. If I can get... If I could get 3 long weapons, then I could have that effect on all of them. Might actually be the better way of doing it. We've also got the shiv back. See, I could do this. I would still be gaining poison, unfortunately, but I would lose the slow and the weak. And considering the function of the vampiric axe is more or less overtaken by this, it seems like that is the worst option for me. I'm going to sell that instead. There we go. Don't need any of those items. Would like to get into a fight with you if I can. Well, since I know I'm going to sell it, I probably should have just sold it straight up. 1, 2. We'll go with Vorpal Blade. We'll wallop. No, actually, we'll block this time. The poison is not going to be a problem for me. Okay. Since either of these items is very comfortably going to be able to take care of that. Guess I will put this here. Sure, we don't actually want to duplicate anything this turn anyway. There we go. What the heck? A dirt clump? For each diagonal or each adjacent or diagonal structure, +2 damage on use deals 5 damage. You still need to use it though. That would have been amazing if you didn't need to use it. Brass Knuckles gives more damage to scratch. You can make a crazy powerful scratch build, I'm told. I've just not seen it. Right, let's have a look down here. And a chest. Alright, well, we've got one more big fight. But we've hit the 40 we need. Actually, that's true. We don't have extra points on that. Ah, damn. Didn't think of that. Well, in that case, we've got a little bit more options available to us. Let's definitely put some more poison on you. We're now adding 4 poison to any enemy. I could go for the slow on this. Now, will that do slow twice? No, only once. But that has now removed the need for me to keep the club. Because it's at least equal to that. And I can also... Honestly, it might be better just to have a single weapon like this. If I can get burn on that as well, then just having this one weapon and just use it every single time. Or weak. I'd be okay with weak. Hello. Not going in there. Let's go and fight this fight. Right, let's try and take you out first, like I should have before. Don't need to worry about the weak. Let's just put a little bit of healing on it. There we go. One, 2, 3. I genuinely don't care about the damage that they're capable of doing at this point, because I can definitely just heal through it. Yeah, seeing how the Vorpal Blade works with just these, I can just get rid of all of the other weapons. There is no reason for me to have them. But looking at the time, I'm afraid we're going to have to wrap things up here for today's episode. This is going to have to be a two-parter. So whilst you watch me ponder my way through the level up and organizing my weapons, we will say goodbye here. But I do hope you are enjoying this run and are looking forward for the next, which will be live tomorrow. But until then, and as always, from myself and of course from Purse the Ninja, do take care, everyone.